Joe, do you want to start us off?
Quite easy one first. How you feeling?
Can't you see? I'm trying to hold it in. It's incredible night. It goes, Been playing a long time. Been coaching a relatively short time. I've had been fortunate enough to be part of amazing things. And this night goes right up there amongst them because of the circumstances. 2-0 down, 3-2. Premier League safety and what that means to this club from the top to the bottom, or the bottom to the top. The fans, the board, the players, myself, my staff, and that's special. I feel like I'm full of thanks tonight. Thanks to the fans for taking me on board and supporting the players. They've driven us over the line. Thanks to the board and the owner for choosing me in a difficult time for the club mid-season when we were looking like we were heading in the wrong direction. And thanks for the players, because as much as I've spoke about the fans in the last 6 weeks, players did that today. Players.
What was going through your mind at half time, and what did you say to the players? Obviously 2-0 down, such a big match.
Well, yeah. Well, part said this in one of the other interviews. Part of managing is acting. So you hide your inner thoughts, because I think. And I'm going, okay, where does this go? Because the game wasn't going the way we wanted it. The second goal was, so bad for us. And but it was like, okay, we've changed to 4-3-3. We're going to change Delhi, bring in Delhi for legs and energy. Can you get nearer the front men? But that's not important. What's important is how much fight have we got in spirit to turn this game around. Because at that point you go, okay, if we get a goal, my feeling, we get one goal, this crowd's going to erupt. And they suck the ball in the goal, as the old saying goes, when it gets to the Gladys Street end. So, can we do something about that? And then the rest is them.
See, fighting spirit's one thing, but quality also matters. How pleased were you with Dele Alli when he came on and the impact that he did have on the game? Yeah,
really pleased, because that's I understand. There are two sides, and Dele knows I say this to him. There are two sides. There's my managerial coach's head now as a player. I understand the player. I understand. When you're not playing, it's difficult, you get upset, you strive and you want to play, you come every match day. And there's my manager's coach's head is looking at the big picture and going, okay, we're in a tense moment. Show me in training that you deserve to play, show me the things. And I'm not saying he hasn't, but sometimes for me in the tense decisions, okay, Alex Iwobi's playing there, he's playing really well, one of the better players, or Anthony Gordon and Damari Gray with Chelsea off the side, in those sort of areas. And Delhi's had to sort of take that one, and then it's so hard to tell players when you're an ex-player, sometimes just stay in the game, train and do the right thing. And to be fair to him, he has, and he affected the game hugely.
And what do you think about those scenes at the end?
They're just incredible. Like no one I've heard, bring it on, people who want to say you celebrating staying up. Go, okay, well, you know what? It means so much to the people at this club and the players and the board and everybody, and also to the circumstances of being 2-0 down and show that character to win 3-2. People won't forget this. Everton fans won't forget this. Evertonians will say, yeah, this happens, this is the way we do things. That's very Everton, whatever. They can say these things, but at the same time to practically do it as players, is a special night. So the scenes are well deserved for everybody.
There were obviously 3 or 4 midfielders on the bench, so what was it about Delhi in particular that made you think that he could be the one to maybe change the game?
Well, to be honest, I didn't want to declare too much before the game, but Tom Davies is coming back from injury and hasn't played a game. Alan's got an issue that he's been struggling with but wants to stay in the game, but it's not that he can play 90 minutes in the game. Donny van der Beek's just come back, so Delhi is the fit one, and he has attributes that what we needed at the time. Legs, quality, bit of arrogance, can join in up towards the front end of the pitch, and he did all the things you want from him.
Just on Dominic, his performance there felt like the Dominic of old, and what did you make of the performance?
Yeah, I think Dominic of old is not a good way of putting it, although I know what you're saying, because his season's been tough for him because of fitness, trying to come back from injury, getting another niggle, trying to come back, and it was just Dominic. And playing like that, he's as they're amazing number 9s, in the Premier League. But the everything that he has as a number 9 is immense. Hold the ball up, jump higher than anyone in the league, run behind, score goals, and he scores a huge goal for the club.
About how, in context, how that night was in your managerial career, and is that, so it's a
right up there, possibly at the top. I was fortunate enough to be at a great club at Derby who gave me the opportunity, and Mel Morris gave me the opportunity that I'm always thankful for. And we had an amazing night at Leeds. It was a semi-final. We didn't win anything. We lost the final, but the feeling on the night was special. Again, we haven't won anything tonight, but when you see what's come together and the circumstances of being 2-0 down and the fans at the end and what it means to this club, it goes right up there in my managerial career. Of course, at Chelsea, we made top 4 and all these things. It's not time to go over those kind of things. It's time to actually say I was part of something special today, and that's why I'm thankful for it, because I can't do it on my own. I certainly haven't done it on my own. The club's come together.
And just like obviously the consequences of going down, you know, the losses of the club, the move to a new stadium, everything that goes with dropping out of the Premier League. How relieved are you that you've got the job done?
Yeah, I am. You know, I did the press yesterday, and I was probably a little bit niggly because I felt like I was getting asked the same question. It's obvious, you know, like it's obvious that it's tense. It's obvious that there's pressure. It's obvious that 2 red cards or a red card are not going to help you win a game. But the reality is that we want to stay in the league, and it's a tough fight. I come here, we'd won 1 game in 14. That trajectory means that if we'd have carried on with that, we'd get relegated. And the feeling I felt in week 1 and 2 when I'm trying to take in all the information was that we're in that form. The confidence is low. The club needs a lift, but it's not easy when games come thick and fast. And so to find momentum at the right time after Burnley was tough for everybody. To find momentum and dig in has been a massive achievement for the club, because we know the permutations are going down. It would have been huge for everybody, not least the Everton fans who want to come and watch us play against Liverpool twice a year and against top teams and fight to show that we're proud to be in the Premier League, which we've been for so many years. And that's the main thing tonight.
Just off the top of me, were there any issues with the fans coming onto the pitch? There was some footage of Patrick having a swipe at one of the fans, I think. I just wondered whether like the good old days. But like, just wondered if there's any issues with any of the players or...
No, there were none. And you know, I feel for Patrick, because I didn't get him at the end because of how it all erupted for us. But I would have said, come in with us. You know, we might not have wanted that, but you know, come in with us. I know how managers feel, you know, so I didn't get that. And of course, he's running across a pitch of 80 yards across a lot of our fans running on. So it's not easy. But you know what? There's nothing from me. Not that I know that there were any issues. It was pure elation of fans that want to stay in the Premier League, that come on the pitch. And you know, I can't complain when I'm up on the director's box, you know, jumping up and down in front of them. You know, it was a special moment for the football club, and I think if done in the right way, let them stay on the pitch and enjoy it for a bit. As long as everyone's behaving and we don't see scenes like we saw the other night, everyone's behaving and they're happy and they go home. Let them have their moment. It's what football's all about. We're going to sort of handcuff them to the seats when we go from 2-0 down to winning 3-2 and staying in the league. As long as they behave, no problem.
I have a question to you. Now that you're safe, maybe you can admit, did you have a moment maybe in the last couple of months in which privately you thought, maybe I should have accepted the job?
No, I didn't. But I'll be honest in the fact that probably the day before we played Chelsea and we watched Burnley win and the gap opened to 5 points, it was one of those real realisations of the situation, because it's reality. It smacks you in the face. And that was the moment that everybody in the club dug in. But I didn't. I'm quite tough like that. If I take on something and I understand what it is and I understand how tough it might be, I can't be the excuse maker in my own head. I just have to think, what can I do to try and make this better? And it's tested me in lots of ways. You kind of wonder how many motivational talks you can make to a group of players and what's the balance and all those things. And that's been an amazing experience for me. So I'm thankful for that.
And then one of your ex-managers, I don't know, Mourinho and Ancelotti, got in touch with you to give you tips maybe in recent weeks?
No, but I'm in contact with both, but they've been in touch with support for sure. And not tips, because I think I'm not working at their level of manager. They've won a lot as managers, but I think they're respectful of understanding that when you're not in the job, well, Carlo maybe understands a bit of this club, obviously, but you don't always understand every detail of the squad, the things you're fighting against. They've been very supportive.
Guys, we'll do the pre-match press conference now for Arsenal. So the